Hello and welcome to episode 628 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. In today's episode, I think for the first time in the history of the podcast, but tell me if I'm wrong, and there's a few people that have incredibly gone back to episode 1 and listened to everything, and they're trying to keep up to date with me. Listen to hundreds of episodes, you crazy people. But I don't think before I've shared somebody else's piece of sales advice. I tend to stick to my own stuff because I've got my own 650 plus point methodology. I spent a long time dismantling sales and selling into my own teachable and workable practical sales training methodology. But today we're talking about Jordan Belfort, also known as the Wolf of Wall Street. He teaches people how to sell now. He's got all the funny business in his life behind him. He has something called the straight line system, and he talks about tonality and all this kind of stuff. He's a divisive character. Some people like him. Some people do not like him. But there is something that he says, and it's freely available on the internet, a 3-word phrase that works really well. So I want to share that with you today with, again, full credit to Jordan Belfort because he's a clever little sausage. This is the 3-word phrase. Use this next time you present something to your buyer. You ask them this question. So we're going to do this and do that and do that, and that should get you that. Sound fair enough? Sound fair enough. That's the 3-word phrase. Sound fair enough? That is such a great phrase to have in your arsenal when you're talking to people. Sound fair enough? Because it's dismissive. We're using the notion of fairness. So if something is deemed unfair, it's quite hard to pick up on that. It's quite hard to say, no, that feels unfair. So it's something quite congenial to the conversation about. Sound fair enough? And it's very dismissive, not in a rude way, but it's kind of like, here you go, what do you think about that? Very, very confident, a bit like my no follow-up close when I just say, there you go, love to work with you, you don't have to work with us. Sound fair enough? There's something about the confidence and the dismissiveness of that makes it really workable. I've used it in some selling conversations before, and I share it with some of my clients and students. Like I say, it's rare for me to quote somebody. It's rare for me to quote somebody else's stuff because I'm very, very original, very strange, very original in the work that I do. But yeah, sound fair enough is one of those phrases. Works very well, very, very well. So give that a try today when you present something to one of your clients, potential clients. Here is the offer. Sound fair enough, and see how well received that is. It works very, very well. Right, that's it for this one. Tomorrow in episode 629. 629. Oh well. There's me saying I haven't quoted anybody before on the podcast. Tomorrow I'm talking about Gary Vaynerchuk. So now we're in quoting other people's stuff season. There's a particular book that Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V as he's well known, brought out a few years ago. And it's a great way to understand how to communicate with people and when to ask for the business and when to not ask for the business. Because I deal with lots of people who give too much away for free and they're too nice. And people that sell all the time and they never give anything away. And there is a 4-word phrase that he uses as his kind of mental model for knowing when to do that. And we'll explore that in tomorrow's episode. That's it for this one. Thank you for listening or watching. Always appreciated. I'll catch you tomorrow.